I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
It doesn't matter how it's about whatever makes you say to yourself, I am great.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Welcome into an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the Idaho High School Championship game. State playoff coverage on IdahoSports.com presented by Project Filter, your Idaho Health, Ideal Idaho College Savings Program, Valleywide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, DIP, Fusion Helmet Reconditioning, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Tonight we come from you live from the ICCU Dome where Hillcrest is taking on Skyline. Hi everyone, my name is Sean Kane. I'm joined by Joel Richardson, Paul Kingsbury. We've got the 5A state championship here against two district rivalry opponents, two teams very familiar with themselves, and Hillcrest is going to kick off first here. Both teams are, they've been to the championship before. Hillcrest was there last year, fell to a close game to Bishop Kelly. Skyline lost to Hillcrest in the semifinals, 35-30 last year. Skyline, a predominant player in the 5A, old 4A state championship games. But here we go, guys. Hillcrest to kick off. First quarter action of the 5A state championship game. It's going to be a touchback, and Skyline will take over on their 20.
Great head coach battle too, Sean. Scott Berger in his 16th season versus Brendan Mossholder in his 4th season. When you have 3 or 4 years under you, you have all your players. You've coached up a lot of these players since their freshman year. And of course, Scott Berger, he's an old timer. He's been here forever, Paul. But I love this matchup with Berger, the 16th seasoned veteran, versus Brendan Mossholder, still a little bit young in terms of Hillcrest and his Idaho Falls experience.
Yeah, Mossholder came in, didn't win a game, went 0-9, won 5 games the next season, 3rd season, state championship, 4th season in the state championship again. So it's 1st and 10 from the 20, no time off the clock here in the first quarter. Skyline's going to take over. Carmine Garcia in the shotgun, man on his left hip, man in motion. And that's not who it's going to go to. They're going to go up the middle. It's going to be snuffed out very quickly by Hillcrest. And that's Zion Crockett on the carry.
Big tackle there from number 75, Michael McCartney, one of the captains for this game. He's 6'4", 250, big dude, Paul.
That is a big dude, and they've got a lot of big guys. And Hillcrest does as well. You know, they got big dudes up front. This is going to be, you know, a battle for those hog mollies in the trenches early on. But the skill players on both sides also equally good. So this could be a battle.
11:26, 2nd and 9 on the 21. Skyline in the shotgun. Man in motion's Crockett. It's going to be Garcia himself. He's going to get 4 or 5 yards on the carry. And that's what Skyline's going to do, guys. They're going to put everyone and their brother in motion and make you guess. And it has been difficult all year.
And when they put everyone, like you said, and their cousin in motion, the quarterback, Zion Crockett, will still take it for 6 yards, right? It's just going to be a simple quarterback keeper, but they mix things up in that backfield. Putting Crockett and others in motion, and Garcia will take off for a 6-yard run.
11:44, 3rd and 4 now on the 26 for the Grizzlies. 5 wide receivers. Garcia all alone in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw. He's got Crockett for a first down to about the 40-yard line. And that's what Skyline can do, is they can spread it out and throw it to Crockett. Zion Crockett, who's had an incredible season this year.
Yeah, he's averaging 7.1 yards a carry. That was a throw. That was a catch, of course. He has 788 receptions, 18 yards per catch, 10 touchdowns. You want to get your playmakers into space, and Crockett is that playmaker for Skyline.
First down, Skyline, 10:33, first quarter. Skyline on the 38. They're going to hand it off up the middle right side for a couple of yards.
And another short gain right on the 40-yard line. So short gain, but they have that ability, Sean, for that big play. You know, they've got such talented athletes.
And that's what they've done all year, as they kind of lull you into sleep and then hit a big touchdown score. 2nd and 8 on the 40, 10:01. Garcia, shotgun. 3 wide receivers on the left side. He's going to look left. He's going to throw in the middle, intercepted. Hillcrest has it. 20-10. It's going to be Garcia to make the tackle.
And that's number 0 on the interception. Ryan Meekum, the tight end / fullback, but middle linebacker. And this has been a concern for Skyline all playoffs, turnovers. Carmine Garcia threw 3 picks against Nampa, and they weren't quite, sharp throughout the playoffs. And he throws his first pick of this ball game at 9:44, guys.
Yeah, and talking to both head coaches, a big key to this game was turnovers. Both of them said we don't want them.
Yeah.
And Hillcrest starting off, they were in this championship game last year, and it left a bad taste in their mouth. Huge interception. Hillcrest is going to take over on the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:44 to go in the first quarter, as Skyline throws an interception. Sweetwood pass, right side, nowhere to go. Tackle. Mason Davis on the reception. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 on the 8. Time clicking away here, 9:30.
It's one of those screen passes that just don't get what they wanted, got upended. They are inside the 10-yard line, scoring position. That interception, taken at the 40, taken all the way back to the 10, a 30-yard run after that interception. That's going to set them up. And if Hillcrest ends up winning, you might point to that.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it was in the first 2 minutes of the game.
2nd and 8. Sweetwood in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a receiver and almost intercepted and bounces off one Skyline player, another Skyline player, almost there on the interception. So almost 2 back-to-back interceptions.
Will Jensen, the senior DB, he had fallen to the ground. That would have been an interception. Will Jensen, he may have been able to run that back 99 yards, guys. But instead, he had fallen to the ground, almost picks it as he's looking up and the ball is coming his way and just bounces off his hands.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. 8:53 to go here. 3rd and 8.
And quickly, guys, the ball comes out of Tyson Sweetwood's hands so fast. His spiral is super sharp, similar to Carmine Garcia's throw.
62% completion average for Sweetwood in the shotgun. One man on his hip, man in motion. He's going to look to throw to his right. He's got a receiver, and it's touchdown, Hillcrest.
There was number 2 on the coverage, in coverage, Taylor. He didn't close in quick enough on that, and that was a touchdown throw. Taylor, man, he just gave too much space and couldn't close fast enough.
Yeah, that defender was kind of looking at the goal line, looking at the man he was guarding. Right, he couldn't close out enough in the back of that end zone.
So Hillcrest will line up for the extra point. Hillcrest Knights 6-0. 8:46 to go in the first quarter. Strike first in this championship game, rivalry game, District 6 matchup. It's up and good.
So Knights strike first, 7-0, and this place is packed, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely full. There was a lot of people here as Westside wins their 10th championship in the earlier game here over Declo, 27-6. And now Hillcrest up 7-0, 8:46 to go in the first quarter after Skyline throws an interception on their opening drive.
Levitt Select is locally operated with locations in Rexburg, Rigby, Idaho Falls, Twin Falls, and Boise. Levitt's mission is to help our community by providing policies personalized to each consumer's needs. The community they work and live in is their #1 priority. As such, they offer a wide range of insurance products and companies able to take care of their community's assets. Levitt Select Idaho Falls wants to be your insurance professionals. Please call them today at 208-522-2582. Levitt Select Insurance, here for all your insurance needs.
Rylan Borgman to kick off again for Hillcrest. It's going to be a touchback. On the year, he is at about a 90% average on getting touchbacks. Coach Mossholder told me he is a weapon no one is talking about.
So Mason Davis with that touchdown. That's a memory he's going to have, pass on to the grandkids. Caught the first touchdown in the championship game.
And that throw to that near, it was the far corner, but the near side, guys, was a perfect throw from Tyson Sweetwood.
Yeah, great job. We'll see what the Grizzlies can do. It's 1st and 10 on the 20, 8:46 in the first quarter. Garcia throws an interception. See what he can do out on the second drive here.
Skyline's got to shake off that turnover and get going.
Skyline in the shotgun. They're going to hand off to Zion Crockett. That's a way to get going. As he's going to push forward for a few yards. We'll bring up 2nd and 6 on the 24. And Hillcrest talked about their defense. They wanted to come out and play strong defense and not allow Skyline to have big plays. That's the key to the game. Mossholder let me know, and so far they've done it, right, with an interception.
So far, yeah.
And Garcia, guys, on the season, he's thrown 10 interceptions. Again, 3 against Nampa.
2nd and 6 on the 24. It's going to be handoff to Lynch. Liam Lynch is going to go forward for almost a first down. We'll have to see where he spot it. It's going to be a little short.
Yeah, Liam Lynch, nice run to the outside, and Paul, he kind of somersaulted to that kind of making it 3rd and short.
He really did, and we saw Lynch quite a bit last week.
Yeah,
they used him quite a bit, and he did his job. He really did.
Yeah, Skyline has 4 players with over 200 rushing yards on the season. Lynch has 342 of them. They'll spread it out. 1st and 10 on the 29, 7:30 to go in the first quarter. Garcia shotgun, Zion Crockett in motion. And it's going to be Garcia nowhere on that one. Hillcrest, a bunch of them. Knights galloping in, stuffing them.
Yeah, number 66 was there as well. Damian Simmons, the 6'4", 205 defensive lineman. The dude's only a junior, guys. And on the 3rd and 1, they stop him. So now it's 4th and 2. They give him forward progress, though. That was pretty surprising.
Yeah.
It's been generous spots tonight here at the Dome.
Yeah,
it's a championship game.
So 4th and 2 on the 28. Skyline doesn't get involved in a lot of 4th down, so they're going for it here. As the clock continues to roll, 6:40. Garcia in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his left. Zion Crockett is one of them. He's going to go to his left. He's going to go to Crockett. Crockett's going to get that 1st down. Great out route. Go to your playmakers. Go to the players that got you here.
Gutsy throw, man. Holy cow. Carmine Garcia rolls to his left to our near side, throws it over a defender into Zion Crockett's hands. Crockett gets the 1st down.
So 1st down, Grizzlies. 1st and 10 on the 30. 6:26 to go. Big 4th down conversion by Skyline right there. Garcia to Crockett. You've heard it all year long. Really, you've not. I mean, that's a phrase that's going to go down. It's not Tubbs and Crockett, but Garcia to Crockett.
Stockton to Malone.
Yeah, 1st and 10 on 35. 4 wide receivers now, 2 each side. Crockett in motion. They're going to hand off to Crockett. Right side, he's got a little room. Makes one man miss, spins, and he's going to get about 8 yards on that run.
Crockett, man, goes to that far side. It's just a sweep play, basic sweep play, gets a block. The line gets their pull to the far side, and Crockett gets thrown down as Crockett was able to get a few more yards despite his jersey being pulled.
Yeah, you've got to wrap Crockett up low and bring him down. Can't allow him to get those legs moving. He's going to get extra yards.
It should be 2nd and about 3, guys.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 3 on the 42.
Yeah, it said 33, then 1st and 10. They got a little confused up there. It's all right.
5:21, first quarter. Hillcrest ahead, 7-0. Garcia shotgun, the 4 wide receiver set. It's going to be a short pass to Crockett out in the flat. He's going to push forward. He's going to get the 1st down.
Big hit. You heard the entire Hillcrest side go, ooh.
Yeah.
As 2 guys came in, and then Ryan Meekum, number 0, the dude who got the interception, he came in a little bit late, but no flag. And but hey, it was a 1st down by the playmaker, Crockett.
Yep, it's enough for a 1st down, 1st and 10 on the 47. 4:52 to go in the first quarter. Skyline starts off with the ball, throws an interception, leads to a quick score by Hillcrest. Now Skyline looking to answer back on 1st down on the 47. Garcia in the shotgun, Crockett in motion. Garcia's going to roll to his right. He's in trouble, and he's going to be brought down by 2. Hillcrest Knights sack sandwich.
Yeah, that weak side came in super hot, and Crockett had, Carmine Garcia had no chance to get that ball thrown. That'll bring up a
linebacker number 11. I don't have a roster in front of me. He came from that right side.
Yeah, Jace Judy.
And Judy came in at him like a Miley Cyrus. He came in like a wrecking ball, and Garcia had no clue he was coming. He was looking to his right, and he just got absolutely leveled. Great play by the linebacker.
Jace Judy also does a lot of duty on the wide receiver side of the ball for Hillcrest too, and he came in untouched. 2nd and 19 on the 38, 3:45. Garcia's going to throw to the right side, and that's going to be snuffed out right away.
And Hillcrest fans wanted the hold. They felt like...
And that's Jace Judy again, I believe, on that tackle.
Yeah.
Number 11, Jace Judy causing havoc.
Trey Kirkham was trying to keep his block, hold his block as long as he could. He did release his man. Hillcrest fans wanted the hold, but didn't matter. Jace Judy got to the receiver quickly enough. So far, those screens not totally working. Even the screen on the near side, guys, that was to Crockett. There were 2 guys immediately on him.
And he barely got that first down. He got it, right? So it was successful, but that screen, it's dangerous, especially this Hillcrest team. Watch out for a pick 6 on that if they keep trying it.
3rd and 21 on the 36, 2:56 to go. Garcia rolls to his right. Coverage is there. He's going to let it go loose. He gets Crockett, and Crockett makes a catch. Holy Hannah, diving just past the 50-yard line. Does Crockett catch that ball?
My goodness, what a reception from Crockett. Really just playing backyard football. Garcia to Crockett. Garcia rolls to his right. It was a planned roll, a bootleg to that far side, and Crockett, his route had broken down, so Crockett takes off and follows his quarterback just like you do in backyard football, and got that 3rd and long play to make it now 4th and manageable.
And sometimes you can say the quarterback made the throw. He made that catch. He caught up to it. It was thrown just over a little bit, so nice job by Crockett.
4th and 5, second 4th down of this drive. 2:05 to go on the 48. Garcia all alone. He's got pressured, and he's going to go down. And it looked like Porter Collins, number 4, was the final man to take him down for Hillcrest, and that's going to be turnover at downs. Hillcrest is going to start with great field position on the 40-yard line with 1:57 to go.
And a bevy of tacklers there. You mentioned one. Also, Brody Dorming was there as well, number 23. You know, on that play, Skyline went 5 wide, guys.
They did.
Plenty of options, but that also means you have 1 less blocker, and Hillcrest brought the pressure, brought that blitz, and Carmine Garcia couldn't get someone open quickly enough. That is called a coverage sack.
Yeah.
No one open, the man-to-man worked, and they got their sack.
So Hillcrest start their second drive from the 40, 1:57 to go here in the first quarter. A lot going on here in this 5A state championship. As Sweetwood will line up in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his right. Sweetwood, he's in trouble. He rolls out of it. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. It's going to be overthrown.
And Sweetwood, this time, Sweetwood was a bit rushed. He had to get that ball thrown. He could feel the heat coming. This was actually from his strong side, from the far side. And Sweetwood got the ball out just in time.
Mason Sanders, the intended receiver there.
And Jensen playing some really good pass defense on that as well. It was overthrown, but he wasn't going to let that receiver anywhere near it.
Yeah, Will Jensen, the senior DB, doing a good job of staying with his man and even getting some bump, right? There's no PI there, but keeping the man close enough to touch him, right?
Exactly.
2nd and 10 from the 40. Sweetwood is going to take it himself. He's going to make a man miss, but shoestring tackle.
Speaking of which, talking about DBs, good to be Gage Searle on that one. Got the ankle tackle. If he doesn't get that tackle, guys, Sweetwood has at least 10 more yards.
Well, he got that tackle from the prone position. I mean, he was down, and he reached up and just flipped that leg.
Now, Sweetwood does lead this team in rushing. He has 765 yards on the season, 14 rushing touchdowns, and he's got 22 touchdowns through the air, 1 already to Davis. 8-yard pass after the Skyline interception. 3rd and 3 now, 1:04 first quarter, heavy run set formation. And Hillcrest is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, you know, Tyson Moser, they had a really cool power formation going, and Moser was mad that they had to call that timeout. They were ready to go with a big play. Idaho Falls and Ammon, guys, in Idaho Falls and Ammon, Grand Peaks Community Health Center is now proud to support their local athletes and keep them healthy on their road to the state titles. Grand Peaks has been serving the Upper Valley in St. Anthony and Rexburg for many years and is excited to now serve Idaho Falls. They provide affordable medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the entire family. Visit grandpeaks.org online for a full list of services. That's Grand Peaks Community Health Center, new to Idaho Falls. And Conan Heating and Air Conditioning is your authorized Lennox Premier dealer in Idaho Falls. Conan Heating and Air Conditioning has been providing superior HVAC service in the Idaho Falls area for over 64 years with highly qualified and experienced technicians. No job is too big or small for all your furnace repair needs in Idaho Falls. Trust the job to Conan Heating and Air Conditioning. Visit them online for more information at ConanHeating.com.
It's 3rd down and 3 from the 33. Hillcrest just took a timeout. There's 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Hillcrest, heavy run set. They're going to run it. Number 2, Mason Sanders, is going to go to the 10, pass, and, oh, excuse me, 32, Dak Surgeon. I only could see the 2.
And Sean, you
Sargent surged past me too quick. Dak Surgeon, another one of those monster running backs for Hillcrest.
Heavy set to that left side. That was the call that they played before, but for some reason there was a confusion on the field, and Moss told her how to call a touchdown, but got his guys set, made sure they were ready, and
Touchdown,
a huge play. Oh, did I say touchdown? I meant timeout.
He might call a touchdown on this play, Joel.
And that was Jensen again on that tackle. Just bumped him out of bounds.
1st and 7 from the 7 now. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hillcrest taking their time. Sweetwood under center. And he's going to hand off. And that's going to go nowhere. And that time it's Titan Larson, the other part of that running back rushing foursome. You've got, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 7-0. We're going to flip the side of the field and take a quick break. IdahoSports.com.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Welcome back to IdahoSports.com's coverage of the Idaho State Football 5A State Championship. It's going to be the start of the second quarter. First quarter, Skyline gets the ball first. Couple plays, throws an interception. 1 play later, or 2 plays later, Hillcrest hits Davis for an 8-yard pass in the back corner. Sweetwood to Davis, touchdown. Skyline turns it over on downs, and Hillcrest gets the ball back with great field position, and now is 2nd and 6 on the 6-yard line. So 2nd and goal here for Hillcrest to start the second quarter.
And the Hillcrest linebackers, they've been awesome all year long, but they have their hands full trying to honor the run, but also watch for that pass, and they can't get themselves too far spread out.
They'll look for Kason Smith, right, of Skyline, that defensive end, to get some pressure. Hillcrest is going to do a crazy shift at the line, get everyone back there. Sweetwood in the shotgun, he's going to take it himself. Left side, he's got a block, jumps over a guy, touchdown, Hillcrest.
And we have Samandra on the field. Looks like that's going to be a hold, and that probably will be coming back against Hillcrest.
And that is right. So no points there. And guys, this is a great run by Sweetwood. He hurdled a guy, but it's not going to count. It's going to bring Hillcrest back here to the 16-yard line.
As the student section of Skyline chants, "You can't do that." The most original chant.
Well, now they know
in sports.
Knowing really is half the battle.
Then the other ref moves the ball back just a little more. But it's 2nd and 16 on the 16 with just a few seconds gone. 11:50 here in the second quarter. 2nd and 16, Sweetwood in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers now each side. Puts Sargent in motion out as a receiver. He's going to look to his left. He's got a receiver. It's going to go for a few yards, but Skyline all over it.
Some violent tackling, man, from Skyline. My goodness.
The receiver was Jace Judy. His helmet came off. He's going to have to come off.
And that was hats to ball, Paul. My goodness.
Oh, absolutely.
The entire defense came to that tackle.
And no gain on that play. So I thought he got at least a couple. 3rd and 16, back on the 16. 11 to go here in the second quarter. I mean, this is a big drive for Hillcrest. You kind of get a feeling here. Sweet in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers to his right side.
He also have single coverage.
Sargent blocks. He's going to go to that left side. He's got a receiver. It's going to be broken up, or it's incomplete. Some of the Hillcrest fans thought maybe it was intercepted. It's right in the back corner where the ISU band sets up, and they've got a nice stage there.
It kind of blocks the view a little.
But it's not so great for the corner of the end zone.
Right. Great defense there by Zion Crockett. I mentioned it was single coverage, but Zion Crockett stayed right on his guy's hip as the others are trying for the field goal. But great coverage by Zion Crockett.
Hillcrest is going to go for a field goal here. Rylan Borgman. It's going to be up. Is good. 33-yard field goal is good for Hillcrest. They're going to take a 10-point lead with 10:36 to go.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Idaho Falls, or purchase or sell a commercial property? Make your closing stress-free with the team at Flying S Title and Escrow. With years of experience, the team at Flying S Title and Escrow provides fast, reliable, and professional service every step of the way. Get the smooth, secure closing you deserve. Call us today at 208-522-9195. Flying S Title and Escrow, where we make things easy for you. And Lava Hot Springs, Paul's favorite destination, is your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose. Just 11 miles off I-15, their world-famous hot springs are open now from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. The all-natural geothermal hot springs are always a warm 102 to 112 degrees, so you can come and soak your worries away. Their indoor aquatic center with Kitty Cove is now open Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 8 p.m. and Sundays noon to 5 p.m. with special weekday hours. Visit lavahot.springs.com for more information and calendar of hours.
Ryan Borgman to kick off as Hillcrest takes a 10-point lead, 10-0 at 10:36 in the second quarter. And it's going to be a touchback. Yeah, great story about Rylan Borgman. He plays soccer mostly. He missed the field goal at the end of the championship game last year. You know, didn't know if he was going to come back. Didn't have to come back. Soccer's his thing, but Coach Mossholder said he wanted to come back, and he's been nothing short of phenomenal this year, kicking field goals, and like I said, about 90% chance it's going to be a touchback. He kicked one today, or kicked one this year, to Sunnyside Street at the Hillcrest Stadium before they got the nets up.
Holy cow.
So they built this beautiful stadium at Hillcrest High School, and they didn't have the nets up, and Sunnyside Street runs along there, and he kicked one there in a game.
Caused an accident, but it's okay.
It's all right.
1st and 10 for the 20s. Skyline to take over. Garcia in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Trey Kirkham. We haven't called his name yet, but he's one of the big playmakers for Skyline. Trey Kirkham.
And they like to send Trey Kirkham long after they run a few plays, especially after they get a first down between the 40s and even the 30s. They like to send Kirkham long, so watch for that if they get a first down in the next two plays.
All right, 10:08 here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6 for Skyline. Skyline really having a tough time getting anything going offensively. Haven't said that much this year, Joel.
Yeah, no doubt. This Skyline team moves the ball, and they love their big home run plays.
2nd and 6. Garcia in the shotgun. He's going to run it himself up the middle. He's got a little bit of space. It's going to be enough for a first down. Skyline.
And that was Ryan Meekum again on the tackle, doing a great job. The junior middle linebacker. He's 5'10", 200 pounds.
He also had that interception.
Right.
And he can move. You know, as Paul said, he went 30 yards after the catch, after the interception catch.
He does his lines in practice, guys.
9:30, 1st and 10 from 35. Skyline down 0 to 10. 5A state championship game.
And they need to score on this drive.
Yeah.
They can't afford to get behind anymore.
No, right now, all the momentum with Hillcrest, but Skyline looking to change that.
Single coverage at the bottom.
We're going to have some laundry.
Delay of game looks like.
Delay of game, Skyline. We're on the Hillcrest side. They like it.
Yeah, and all the momentum on Hillcrest side right now. My goodness. Like you said, Sean, Skyline can't really get much going. Hillcrest up 10-0.
Garcia in the shotgun. So now it's 1st and 15 from the 29, 8:59. Garcia's going to roll. He's going to take a big shot. He's got Kirkham, but just overthrows him. And that's a play they've ran all year.
And he took a shot there after he threw that ball. He knew he was going to take it, but he got that ball thrown away. I wonder if he would have had a little bit more time, a half a second. That ball would have been completed and a touchdown for Kirkham. But he felt the pressure. He threw it. He got hit. Overthrown ball. 2nd and 15.
8:53. It's going to be 2nd and 15 on the 29. You know, the keys of the game for Hillcrest was to not allow those big plays, right? Limit those big plays by Skyline. And so far, they've done a pretty good job in the early stages of this game. Garcia in the shotgun, Lynch to his right hip. He's going to throw Kirkham right side or left side. It's going to get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage.
That screenplay.
It's not working, Paul.
It's not working.
No.
And again, the only time it worked was getting the ball to Crockett, who had 2 guys on him, and a third coming in just behind those 2 guys.
It's been their bread and butter all year, though.
Right.
It's hard to go away from what works, but they're going to have to make some adjustments, and that's the Grizzlies, Skyline.
Yeah, it's hard to argue when they're in the championship game, right?
100%.
3rd and 11 now from the 33, 8:47. Garcia all alone, 5 wide receivers. Garcia's going to step up. He throws it, gets hit. I think it's going to be, they're going to call the play dead. There's a little confusion. Nice defensive pressure by Hillcrest to get in and sack it.
And we saw the pressure coming. It was a 3rd and long situation, and they had 4 wide. You saw Zion Crockett, he was in the slot, but he couldn't get open quick enough, and Carmine Garcia got hit from that weak side.
I don't know if Garcia's had a clean throw without having a bunch of Knights right in his grill every time.
They've been attacking, the Knights have, the dragon of Garcia. Crockett the punt. It's going to be a good one. It's going to hit at the 30 and take a Skyline roll to the 20-yard line. Well, Hillcrest will take over on their 3rd drive. They've only had 2 drives. They've come away with points on all of them. A touchdown in the 1st quarter and a field goal, 37-yard or 33-yard field goal in the 2nd quarter.
And that punt flips the field pretty well as they start at the 20-yard line. Great kick by Zion Crockett, but the defense has got to show up as they've already given up 10 points in a quarter and a half.
It's the worst field position Hillcrest has had all night. They've pretty much started on the other side of the field all night. Hillcrest is in the white jerseys with the black shiny Knights, kind of like a San Diego State, and then Skyline in that dark blue, kind of like a North Carolina, maybe almost a Duke. 1st and 10 from the 20. Sweetwood's going to hand it off up the middle. Good yardage there.
Did you just invoke Duke football? Wow.
I mean, what else would you look at the dark blue? What's another North Carolina? I mean, that's ACC.
I don't have an answer. I'm just saying you invoke Duke football. That's lowering the bar of the broadcast right there.
I just go with a familiar color pattern that paints a broad stroke ball.
I get it. You're right.
But there's not a lot of dark blue with light blue teams, or that I can think of. It doesn't mean there's a lot of teams that way. San Diego State, don't they have kind of a light blue?
I mean, the light blue is more UNC, but yeah, that dark blue kind of throws that off.
1st and 10 from the 30. Sweetwood in the shotgun. Quick pass to number 19, Mason Davis, who's already scored 1 touchdown. He's going to get some positive yards there.
22, Gage Searle there on the tackle. Engaged quickly to make sure that there weren't any extra yards as but they went to that short field as they're on the near hash, guys. Sometimes that throw to the near side throws the defense off, but Gage Searle was right there engaging on the tackle.
Now Skyline is now what, 17-1 in the Dome?
16-1. They haven't lost since 2019.
Well, they won last week, so it's now 17.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. I got a good story when we come back. 2nd and 4 from the 36, 7-10. Sweetwood's going to take it himself, and he's going to push a few guys. He's going to get the first down, guys. It's going to be another first down to Hillcrest. Head coach Berger if you're in the Dome, you can see the 1981 national championship by the Bengals, right? Well, Coach Berger was on that team. He's from Minnesota, and then when he came out here and realized you could play inside, he said, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And he's done it very well.
Yep, and Hillcrest, along those same lines last week, played in an absolute blizzard. It was snowy, it was windy, it was cold, so they're probably pretty happy to be here today as well.
And Hillcrest made that cool before Pittsburgh and Cleveland played last night, right? That snowstorm, that was crazy.
1st and 10 from 42, 6:30, second quarter, Knights ahead, 10-0. We're gonna have a flag. Now Hillcrest has a delay of game, so 2 delay of game calls. In a championship game, not surprising, right?
Yeah.
You want everything right, you know. You're gonna do what it takes. You're gonna use the clock. So 1st and 15, it's gonna push them back to the 37. 6:20 to go here in first half action of this 5A state championship. Sweetwood is gonna hand off to Dax Sargent. It's gonna get back to, and this time it's Titan Larson. Those 3s and 32s are gonna kill me. Yep. But that time it's Titan Larson. He's a good basketball player too, guys. And he's a big boy, and he's going to get back to their line of scrimmage.
You name your kid Titan, you're putting a lot of pressure on genetics right there.
Right.
You know, if my mom would have named me Titan, they would have laughed at me.
6'3", 225 is Titan Larson. He's a senior. 2nd and 10 on the 42. 5:40 to go. Sweetwood in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to look to his running back out of the flat. And that's going to be, that time it is Dax Shepard. A little too much sweet power on that pass.
Will Jensen, guys, was right there. That ball tips off of the receiver's hands. Will Jensen, I thought Will Jensen was going to pick that up for a pick 6. He was coming in fast. But that ball pops off the receiver's hands, goes out of bounds. Will Jensen was right there, though, for either a huge tackle or perhaps an interception and a touchdown.
That was a fastball in close quarters.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to catch.
3rd and 10, 42. A lot of mustard on that one.
This is a huge defensive stop if they can get it for Skyline.
Sweetwood drops back. He's going to look to pass. He's going to be flushed out to the right side. He's going to use his legs, but tackled immediately. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's 22, Gage Searle. He was hyped up after that tackle. It was 1-on-1, Sweetwood versus Searle. Searle stayed on his toes, did not get juked by Sweetwood. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks, guys, this championship weekend juke out plenty of DBs and linebackers. That time, Gage Searle stayed home and did not get picked out, but 4th and 5.
Okay, Hillcrest is going to go for it here. 4th and 5 on the 47. 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Looking maybe to draw him off sides.
Didn't work, so they're looking at a plan B now.
He's saying hold. They're going to call a timeout. Interesting.
I think they only had 10 players in the field. One of the safety was calling for a player to come in. And so eventually Skyline called a timeout. They only had 10 players in the field.
Good eye.
Yeah. But
it's what they pay me for, Paul.
Timeout, Skyline.
You should ask for a raise.
Levitt Select is locally operated with locations in Rexburg, Rigby, Idaho Falls, Twin Falls, and Boise. Levitt's mission is to help our community by providing policies personalized to each consumer's needs. The community they work and live in is their #1 priority. As such, they offer a wide range of insurance products and companies able to take care of their community's assets. Levitt Select in Idaho Falls wants to be your insurance professionals. Please call them today at 208-522-2582. Levitt Select Insurance, here for all your insurance needs.
So after the timeout, there's 4:49 to go in the second quarter. It's 4th and 5 on the 47. Now Skyline lined up in a punt formation. So change of play, made it kind of look like they're going to go for it. Hillcrest is going to punt. It's a big pump.
Blocked.
Skyline's going to let it roll, and some confusion back there. It was a bad choice. That ball's going to be right on the 4-yard line. Wow, and now there's a bunch of flags. I'm not sure why the Skyline punt returner didn't grab that ball.
Well, there were two guys back there. It was Crockett and it was Taylor. And there was some confusion. I think Crockett, obviously both players thought the other was going to pick it up. And no one does, but there are flags down, a number of flags.
Yeah, and there was an assistant coach that came out really hot at the officials.
Offset, there's going to be 2 penalties. So I think they're going to be. Okay, both unlike sportsmen. And so they're going to offset, so it's not going to really matter when it's all said and done.
But the damage is done on the punt, right?
Yeah.
They're inside the 5-yard line. Skyline's going to march, 94 yards.
Yeah.
96 yards.
Yeah,
sorry.
96 yards. So it's a great punt, but that confusion by the Skyline returners is detrimental because they would have probably caught it around the 10 at worst and been tackled immediately. So 1st and 10 from the 4:36 to go, second quarter. Skyline down 0-10. Garcia in his own end zone. It's going to put Crockett in motion. They're going to go to Crockett. Crockett's going to look for some space, but Skyline just not giving up anything in that play, and that's that sweep motion play by the running back is kind of Skyline's bread and butter too, and Hillcrest is reading it.
And Crockett gets ahead of steam, but he only gets 3 yards. I was going to say it during the Hillcrest drive. Skyline hadn't really gotten a stop. Hillcrest was able to get positive yards, averaging 3-4 yards every play, whether it was a quarterback keeper or a running back run. Skyline, they're averaging fewer yards. They just can't really get anything going on offense. And on that play, again, a lot of motion, a fast handoff, but only 3 yards. And actually, they gave him 4 yards, Sean.
Yeah, it was generous. 2nd and 6 in the 8. They're going to hand off again. This time it's going to be Lynch. He's going to push forward. And Lynch, I think, will have a first down if the spotting goes the way it has for both of the games tonight.
And great block there from number 11, Taylor DeMott, and also 74, Dylan Meek.
So it is going to be a first down. 3:35 to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 15. Skyline would love to get something going. You almost feel like they have to before going into halftime, because Hillcrest will get the ball at halftime. Garcia in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his left. He's in trouble. He's going to make one guy miss, but not the second one. He's going to be sacked. And that's Dak Sargent, who is also doing some running back duties. Garcia made the first man miss, but Dak Sargent for Hillcrest in there for the sack.
Yeah, they brought the pressure from Dak Sargent, the middle linebacker. He's 5'11", 180, but he came in pretty fast, and big sack there, bringing up 2nd and 15 from Dak Sargent.
Clock kind of an issue for Skyline here. They're way back in their own territory. 2:37, 2nd and 15 now. Garcia in the shotgun. He's got the 3 wide receivers to his left. Liam Lynch back there with him. He's going to roll to his left. And he's got Crockett open, and he's going to connect. Crockett's going to go out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. That's going to be a first down. That's a big play.
Yeah, across field, across hash. Carmen Garcia runs from our near side to the far side, and as he's rolling, he throws across his body to the far side to Zach Crockett. That's a really hard throw.
And it's a play that had to go right, because as he was rolling, he went clear back to his 2-yard line, right? And he had a guy pursuing him that he didn't see.
1st and 10 on the 32. Garcia, quick pass. It's going to be another first down. Skyline almost to the 45.
There was a little push there at the end between 2 players, and number 6 for Skyline. That's
Yeah, that's Liam Lynch, yeah.
Lynch, it looked like he was going to retaliate, and he just ran by the player instead. The guy that retaliates always gets caught.
Second person.
First
and 10 from the 44. Quick pass. Left side is dropped. That's going to be no good. He had it in his hands.
And now Skyline distributing the ball a little more. That was to Victor Rivera, who was open. He just dropped it as he was running out of bounds. And the pass before that was Boston Hughes.
Yeah, Victor Rivera had it in his hands. So quickly, it's 2nd and 10 from the 44. 2 minutes left. Incomplete pass does stop the clock for Skyline, but they've got a long way to go here before halftime.
This has been their best drive so far, and it's been mostly throwing. Again, 5 wide.
Garcia in the shotgun. 5 wide receivers. And they're all going to go. Garcia's going to run it himself. Designed run. He's going to get 6 yards. And you'll see Skyline do that a lot. They're going to put everyone out and spread out that defense and give Garcia the option to take that run. He's got to make that play himself.
And I had a feeling, on the 1st and 10, or I guess the 2nd and 10, that they were going to let him take off on that 5 wide, because earlier they've been 4 wide and 2 straight passes with those 4 receivers, Sean. But on that one, they go 5 and allows some space for him to take off and run. Grand Peaks Community Health Center in Idaho Falls and Ammon is proud to support our local athletes and keep them healthy on their road to the state titles. Grand Peaks has been serving the Upper Valley in St. Anthony and Rexburg for many years and is excited to now serve Idaho Falls. They provide affordable medical, dental, behavior health, and pharmacy services for the entire family. Visit grandpeaks.org online for a full list of services. That's Grand Peaks Community Health Center, new to Idaho Falls.
Well, Skyline took a timeout. It's 1:43 to go in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 3 on the 49. Skyline trying to preserve some of that clock. You know, they want to score here. Hillcrest will receive the ball at halftime. So we'll see what Coach Berger draws up here. We have Garcia in the shotgun. We got Liam Lynch to his left hip. 3 wide receivers, right side. He's going to look to that left side. He's got a receiver caught past the 40.
Boston Hughes once again.
Boston Hughes.
And I was going to call this, they're going to do a quick out, and sure enough, Boston Hughes goes right down the seam and heads out for a quick out play right at the sticks, well, beyond the sticks, because it was 3rd and 3. Great play call from Skyline.
I'm sorry. I like the adjustment. They're going away from that screen to those short passes, and those are working. Hillcrest doesn't want to give up the big play, but they're willing to give up the short one, and Skyline's taking advantage of that.
Yeah, that 5-yard variety is open. So 1st and 10 from the 37. Garcia drops back. He's going to take a shot. Left side, it's Crockett. Crockett is going to catch that ball.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Down to the 3-yard line. Crockett, two DBs on him. I don't know how he caught it, guys.
Crockett catches it inside the 5-yard line. 2 DBs. That was a perfectly thrown ball by Carmine Garcia.
For Hillcrest, back there on that pass defense was Carter Holden and number 19, Mason Davis. And both those guys are taller, right? And so going up in double coverage and catching that football, that's a state championship game play.
Yeah, and maybe a catch of the year, right? I mean, that was one of the best catches I've seen all year. Crockett to be able to do that.
Especially context, right? Sean, talk about catch of the year. 1:30 to play in the second quarter. You got to score. We've all said you have to score on this drive before going into halftime. Huge catch. But seriously, that throw was amazing. He put it right where Zion Crockett could get it.
And let's remember here, this drive started on Skyline's own 4-yard line. They have now marched all the way down to the 3-yard line, and they're still 1:30, so they've done it very quickly.
You know, and you guys have mentioned, Garcia's thrown these interceptions. Well, that's why, because he's willing to take the risk.
Yep.
And the risk reward sometimes doesn't work out. So this case, it absolutely did. But when you're a quarterback that wings it, you're going to get some interceptions. But you know what? You're going to get some great passes like that.
See Brett Favre.
Yes.
1st and 3, 1:30 to go. Pitch to Crockett. Left side spin move, makes someone miss. And he's going to get short of the touchdown.
Dude,
Zion Crockett is having a game.
they had Crockett dead to rights in the backfield, guys. Crockett makes a great spin move. Yeah, doing the West Side Shuffle,
It
if
was
you
quick,
will.
too.
Yeah, and gets actually some positive yards, and they're up just beyond the 1 yard line.
So 2nd and goal from the 1. 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Skyline knocking on the door to get involved in the scoring column of this 5A state championship. Garcia's got 2 running backs to each hip in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to Crockett. Crockett's going to walk it in for a 1-yard touchdown. Grizzlies, and that's going to bring the score 6-10 with 43 seconds left to go in the half.
What an amazing, that's a championship drive, guys.
It was.
Skyline, who knows who's going to win this ball game, but that was a championship drive. Marching 90, we said it, Sean, 96 yards. They had to march 96 yards in about 2 minutes, 30 seconds, right? They had about 2:33 minutes left in this half, in this quarter, and they did just that. Now they're going for 2.
They're going for 2. Crockett in the Wildcat, and he's going to dance all the way in for 2, and that's another bold move. You guys want to talk championship football? You're down 10 points. You go for 2 on your first scoring play. Fortune favors the bold, and there's going to be a flag after the points.
Yeah, there was something happened.
Tussle after in the
helmet came off.
Not in the where the touchdown was in the backfield between both teams.
He gave him the business.
I think this will be assessed somewhere in the kickoff.
Yeah. Yes.
The 2 points going to hold. It's 10-8 now. Grizzlies joining the party in the scoring part of it and making this a game.
Conan Heating and Air Conditioning is your authorized Lennox Premier dealer in Idaho Falls. Conan Heating and Air Conditioning has been providing superior HVAC service in the Idaho Falls area for over 64 years with highly qualified and experienced technicians. No job is too big or small. For all your furnace repair needs in Idaho Falls, trust the job to Conan Heating and Air Conditioning. Visit them online for more information at ConanHeating.com. That's ConanHeating.com.
Okay, so the call is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Hillcrest, and if you can feel it, the momentum has shifted. I mean, luckily for Hillcrest, it's almost halftime.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and luckily for Hillcrest, you're winning. You're still up 10 to 8.
It doesn't feel that way,
But
though.
it doesn't feel that way, right? With the 2-point conversion completed, with a 2-minute, if you will, drive from the 94-yard line, 96-yard drive, scoring, then getting the 2-point conversion. That's huge. All the momentum, and then you get unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against you. Skyline can jam this ball all the way into the end zone, no problem.
Now, Skyline does get creative on kickoffs. They like special teams. They do onside kicks. We saw it against Nampa in the first round of the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kick it to the end zone here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've got a little something up their sleeve with 43 seconds to go in the second quarter. Garcia is going to kick off, and he's going to try to make a field goal. I think it was wide right.
I thought it was good.
Or was it good?
too.
Okay.
Let's call it good, just for, because that'd be cool. No one will know. Exactly.
It'll be good. That'd be cool if you could do that, right? And get 3 points and then they get
That
the
would be
ball on
cool.
the 20.
Yep. Yep.
Kind of like a safety, right? You get
Totally.
the points, but yeah.
You know, a couple of the officials down there, just a little side note, the white hat is Benny Carlson. Probably goes by Ben Carlson, but his
Benny.
uncle is Gary Carlson, and that's one of the longest tenured officials here, and he's down there on the down marker side. So got a couple Carlsons here, the uncle and the nephew.
Yeah, Ben Carlson did the girls basketball game last night at Century versus Shelley. I talked to him and said he would be here.
And Shelley scored a few 3-pointers that game, Sean.
I believe it was 15.
Jeez.
Watch out, District 6, as it looks like Hillcrest is going to just take a knee because they're going to get the ball right back. And it was a delayed reaction, and no one's blown a whistle. And there we go. It took a long. He had to take a knee twice, and that's going to do it for the first half of this 5A state championship. Hillcrest Knights lead 10-8 over the Skyline Grizzlies. It's IdahoSports.com.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Nissan and Ford charge extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Join us. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
We're Valleywide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Welcome back to IdahoSports.com's coverage of the 5A state championship game, where we have District 6 rivalry opponents, Skyline Grizzlies, Hillcrest Knights, and at halftime, the Knights are ahead 10-8. Well, what an exciting first half of action, guys. It starts off with interception. You know, Skyline gets the ball first, and it's interception by Ryan Meekum of Hillcrest. He runs it for 30 yards, and that leads to a 8-yard pass to Davis for Hillcrest to take the lead. And then Skyline goes down, but they turn it over on downs. Hillcrest gets the ball back with great field position and kicks a 33-yard field goal in the second quarter at the 10:36 mark. And then it got interesting, right? There wasn't a ton of time left on the clock, and Hillcrest gets the ball back one more time. They have to punt. They get stopped. Hillcrest gets a great punt all the way down to the 4-yard line. Some confusion with the Skyline returners. No one goes for it. You think Skyline's pinned at their own 4-yard line. They go the whole distance, and it was really capped off by a big pass, maybe one of the best catches we've seen all year. Garcia designed Crockett for 55 yards between two Hillcrest defenders, and it leads to a 1-yard Zion Crockett touchdown run. But that pass, guys, was a huge highlight, and it's been a lot of good defense from both teams. Joel?
And yeah, the first quarter, Hillcrest was playing like dudes on a mission, man. Their defense was unstoppable. Their offense could move the ball. Skyline really had no answer. They did get that stop, though, when they forced Hillcrest to kick that field goal. Borgman, though, nailed the field goal, making it 10-0. But it was all Hillcrest until Skyline finally gets a long, sustained drive. And we were talking in the break, Paul. None of that drive was easy for Skyline, but they found some soft coverage on those out routes, and that helped them move the ball until that big home run throw inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely. The defense really didn't make any mistakes. Skyline just did everything right. The passes were on the money. The blocking was good. You can't go to the sideline and the defensive coach is yelling at that line and yelling at the defenders. It's, guys, you did your jobs. Sometimes that's the way it breaks. And so in the locker room, I think the Grizz can maybe talk about that first quarter and a little sloppy and not really playing crisply. But the second quarter for both teams I thought was great. It's a 2-point ball game at halftime. You can't ask for better in a 5A championship.
No, and for Hillcrest, you kind of feel like we could be ahead by a lot. And for Skyline, you're feeling pretty comfortable only being down by 2. But I don't know if anyone's really feeling comfortable.
No.
You got a feeling Hillcrest was going to maybe get a couple score lead. They kind of had the momentum, and Skyline shut the door on that and made it super uncomfortable. And Hillcrest said a big key to the game was stopping the big plays from Skyline, and they did for a quarter and a half, and a quarter and 3/4 of the second quarter, until that big Zion Crockett catch really had limited Skyline's big plays.
And Skyline is known for their big plays, and like we said, every drive for them hasn't been easy. But yeah, Skyline was able to rattle off like a 7-yard throw to an out, a 10+ yard throw to another out route, and then finally that big play. So Hillcrest has done a good job. Like Paul said, if you're Hillcrest defense, you've done your job. Just sometimes there's just better offense. And Skyline defense also, we were kind of we were harsh on them in that first early second quarter because they give up 10 points. But Skyline, again, they still only gave up 10 points to a Hillcrest team that scores points at ease. And so you got to give credit to Skyline's defense. Their offense did their job, but that was allowed by Skyline's defense to only allow 10 points and to force that field goal in that early in the second quarter.
Yeah, you talk about the defense of these teams. Skyline has only given up 13 points in the last 4 games. Hillcrest has only given up 12.3 points in the last 4 games. Like, both these teams' defenses are phenomenal. And you said it's been kind of uncomfortable for Skyline. Well, for Skyline, they're in the most comfortable place they could ever be. And we talked about this a little earlier. They're 16-1 in the ICCU Dome since 2006. And let's not forget Skyline has only lost to one Idaho team this year, and that's Madison by 1 point. Skyline's been not in a ton of uncomfortable positions, but for however uncomfortable it is right now, they're feeling a little more comfortable getting that late score in the second half.
And when you're feeling
second quarter,
yeah, and when you're feeling, uncomfortable or it's a bit hard, you lean on your culture, you lean on the coaching staff, and this Skyline coaching staff has been together a long time. We've all had conversations with head coach Scott Berger and their offensive coordinator Brett Taylor, and man, Brett Taylor, I love his play calling. Late in that second quarter, as time was winding down, they not only go for the big play, but then they go for the 2-point conversion. And we talk about those are championship decisions and championship plays, great coaching and great execution.
Yeah, and no lack of championship quality players for Skyline. Coach Berger was telling me that the 8th graders, who are seniors now, had 2 grid kid teams. One won the whole thing, one lost in the semifinal, and that's how he knew this group right now that's out on the field was going to be special, and we're seeing some of that special stuff right now. And you talk about coaching for Hillcrest. Coach Mossholder was telling me, he didn't play college football. He's not. I wouldn't say he would say he's the biggest college guy in the world, but he's got 7 college players on his coaching staff. One coach coaching the NFL, and he said their practice is super high level, and you can see that. You can see that in the intensity Hillcrest started this game out with.
I'm sure it's high intensity, super organized, and every little thing is done right. Now what am I thinking? Go back to basics.
Yeah.
In basketball, there's fundamentals. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Joe.
And that's a good lead-in, because we've talked a lot about Skyline playing in the Dome, and they're good in the Dome. And I asked Mossholder, well, what do you think about that? Maybe it means nothing. And he goes, have you ever seen the movie Hoosiers? It's right. A field. It's the same for everyone. Yep. It doesn't matter. They talk about fundamentals in that game, right?
I'm going to disagree with him because I was at Hillcrest last week in the blizzard. This is different. This is your fingers aren't frozen, the ball isn't frozen, and the field isn't covered with ice. So I'm going to say this is a little bit different.
It's definitely nice in here tonight.
It is.
The temperature is good. The wind hasn't picked up at all. So good job by the staff here.
Good by the staff, yeah.
And we've been talking about a lot about the Grizzlies and the coaches have on both sides. I want to talk about the Knights' offense, guys, really fast. They rattle off 10 points in those first 2 quarters. But remember, that first score was thanks to an interception, almost a pick 6. So they had great field position. And then their field goal, I believe, was after decent field position as well.
Penalty set them back.
Yeah, exactly. But they were marching to a touchdown. Penalty pushed them back. And then when they finally had bad field position, what happened on that drive? Skyline stopped them on that drive, and Hillcrest had to get rid of that ball. So far, Hillcrest has capitalized on good field position, but hasn't been able to string together anything when they've had less than ideal field position. Grizzlies, on the other hand, they struggled, right? But then they got good field, but they struggled, and they finally they were able to get something going. Despite that bad field position. So Grizzlies showing some of that moxie, Sean, despite the bad field position. Something we haven't seen Hillcrest do so far tonight.
Yeah, Hillcrest is, but they've earned their good field position though. So
for sure
they've earned it. They did have, they started with the one time they started farther back around their own 20. It did stall, but if you only have 3 drives and a half, or 3 or 4 drives and a half, and 2 of them come away with points.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's bad. You're just playing a really good team in a championship. That's what you want.
Well, and that's why Skyline is number 1 in 5A. I think top 3 in the state because their defense is so good. And even though, and that's kind of my point, Hillcrest Skyline has done enough on defense. They were given some poor field position by their offense. And so I'm curious to see in the second half, can Hillcrest string together, if they don't get those turnovers, if they don't get good field position, can they string together a long drive and answer what Skyline just did?
You know, guys, and I have to mention one thing that we didn't talk about, and that's composure. There was a few skirmishes in that first half. As the game goes on, emotions are going to get higher. And I think the team that can keep their composure is going to have the upper hand in this, because of when you get those penalties, whether you're retaliating or you're striking first, doesn't matter. The yards are the same. And giving the other team yards and putting yourself in a worse position just because you didn't maintain your composure, it's a coach's worst nightmare. They hate it. So I'm sure there had to have been some talk in the locker room about, guys, keep your composure, especially at the end of plays.
Yeah, we don't need anyone freaking out.
Yep. Yeah, basically.
And look, you're going to have penalties like during the play, but you don't want those pre and post penalties.
Yep.
Just silly.
Well, here we go, third quarter. Garcia to kick off for the Grizzlies. And it's an onside kick, and it's not going to go far enough. And the Skyline coaches are not happy with that kick. They ran two guys around and then did a short kick, and it's not going to go far enough.
What about 2 yards?
Yeah, it didn't even get 5 yards, guys. And Sean, you called. Remember, you mentioned they like to do different special teams moves and force something interesting. And they tried it. It was tricky. They had one guy faking the kick to our near side or to the far side, and then one guy kicks it to the near side. But yeah, that ball barely went anywhere. So great field position, ironically, to start for Hillcrest.
Yep. It was not what they drew up at halftime, and Hillcrest is going to take full advantage of it. 1st and 10 on the 42 to start the third quarter. No time off the clock yet. Sweetwood in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers to his left, and he's going to look down the middle of the field. He's got a receiver, 2 of them, and nearly interception. There was 2 receivers, but the only one who really had a chance to catch it was the Skyline player, defender.
And I think that was number 21, Will Jensen.
Jensen again.
Back there. And then a couple players, both Skyline and Hillcrest. One player from each team came up a little bit hobbled. I think they tripped each other up. That was number 2, Taylor, who came up a little bit gimpy. And
Taylor also had a play on the ball.
Yep. And there was another Hillcrest player. I didn't see who it was.
Marcus Webster.
Marcus Webster. He came up a little bit hobbled as well.
2nd and 10 from the 42, 11:53, just a few seconds off in the third quarter. Quick pass to the left side. It's caught. He's got a blocker, but tackled immediately. And that Mason Davis, who caught a touchdown earlier, number 19 for Hillcrest on the catch there.
You know, and that screen play to the far side, that was a 2-on-2, guys. That was all you had to do was get your block and then you beat one guy and you were gone. Man, Gage Searle did a good job of staying home and fending off his block and finishing the tackle. Because, man, when you're 2v2, all you got to do is get past your guy because the other guy's already sealed.
11:16 to go in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 4 on the 36. Sweetwood in the shotgun. He's going to run it himself. Right side up the middle. He breaks the tackle. He's going, and he's going to be tackled just past the 20, but, ooh, it was close.
Great blocking up front, led by number 71, Landon Murphy, the 6'3", 285 junior. That dude is going to keep growing and gets one more year to play, guys. Great block from number 71.
Good first down run by Sweetwood, and that's a key for Skyline. Scott Berger told me Sweetwood is a dual threat, and we've got to contain him, and it's going to be difficult. He can throw it, he can run it, he can get it done on both ways. First down and 10 on the 21, 10:40, third quarter.
Sweetwood's got 14 rushing touchdowns, leads the team in rushing touchdowns.
Skyline tried an onside kick, it backfired. It's given this great field position to Hillcrest, and I think we're going to have delay of game again.
They're going to call a timeout.
Or did they get it? Nope. It's going to be delay a game again. Or no, they did get the timeout.
Well,
they called delay game.
Oh, the ref indicated a delay of game.
Right, yeah, White Hat called delay of game, but then the sideline official called the timeout, and so they're going to grant the timeout to Hillcrest.
Perfect timing.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Idaho Falls? Paul? Sean?
Possibly. Give me a couple years.
Or purchase or sell a commercial property? Paul? Sean?
Always.
Make your closing stress-free with the team at Flying S Title and Escrow. With years of experience, the team at Flying S Title and Escrow provides fast, reliable, and professional service every step of the way. Get the smooth, secure closing you deserve. Call us today at 208-522-9195. Flying S Title and Escrow, where we make things easy for you.
All right, here we go. It's just the start of the third quarter, 10:28. It's 1st and 10 on the 21. Almost a delay of game called, but Hillcrest gets the timeout called, saving them some yards here. But, you know, they're down a timeout already here in the second half. Sweetwood in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers each side. He's going to look to the left side. He's going to complete the pass. There's a good block, but still with the Skyline pursuit. And that's Mason Davis again on the catch. He's a very active receiver right now for Hillcrest.
And that was actually Paxton Nolf on the tackle. Our friend of the program, Matt Harris, at 22. But we got to give Paxton Nolf some credit. That was Paxton Nolf on the tackle. That was 19 on 19 crime, guys. 19, number 19 tackling, number 19 receiver. So, and the screenplays are working for Hillcrest, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
2nd and 3 on the 14. 10:32. Sweet in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers again. He's going to fake the handoff down the middle of the field. No good, and we're going to get a flag, and I think it's going to be pass interference, and it was tight, but.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the whole way on the route. I wish we had a replay because I'd like to see when the ball was thrown, it was behind him.
And it was Mason Saunders was the intended receiver for Hillcrest.
And as Saunders got to the goal line, he turned around and blocked out like a basketball player. And he had the ball, but I think the defender just kind of maybe held him up a little bit, held the elbow.
So Will Jensen, number 21, is caught on the pass interference. We've seen teams do that. There's a team, University of Utah has a former basketball player. They threw him in the end zone, had him box out, and they just threw the ball up to him, and he caught it as if he was getting a rebound.
Yeah.
Pretty cool play.
Why not?
But the penalty is going to bring a first down for the Knights on the 7-yard line here. So 1st and goal from the 7, 10-18. Sweetwood in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers right side. He's going to give the handoff, and it's going to go nowhere. And that's Titan Larson. And the running game for Hillcrest has mostly been Sweetwood. All the other running backs haven't got much going.
And that was Corbin Lancaster, the senior linebacker. We got to shout these linebackers. You got Corbin Lancaster, Lincoln Searle, Sawyer Davis, and Bennett Southwick. You're kind of, those are your core of linebackers, and they'll sub out. You know, obviously I mentioned 4, but they have been solid for Skyline all year long.
Using 4 might be a bold move.
That's right.
2nd and 10 on the 10, 9:40. Loss of 2 there. Or 3, excuse me. Sweetwood shotgun.
They bring pressure.
He's going to look to the left side. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to run. 5. He's going to be met and stopped right before the goal line as Sweetwood on that run. And that's Taylor, who gets in there first for the Grizzlies and saves a touchdown as Sweetwood went airborne.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to Superman over that line right there.
Well, and we saw that in the first half, right?
Yeah.
But it was called as holding, so it came back. And just as the linebackers are doing such a good job this season, they brought the pressure. They all hit the gaps. And what did Sweetwood do? But go to the outside, to our near side, and almost got the touchdown.
So 3rd and from the 1-yard line, 3rd and goal, 8:50 to go. Hillcrest knocking. Sweetwood under center this time. And he's going to go himself, and he's going to get it. 1-yard tush push, as you guys like to call it. I don't like it, but Sweetwood does. It's a touchdown. Knights.
Tush push, QB sneak, whatever you call it, it works when you're on the 1-yard line. And Sweetwood, another rushing touchdown for this Hillcrest Knights football team.
And that's going to bring the score 16-8. Hillcrest brings out the kicking unit. Remember, Skyline did go for 2, so they have 8.
Yeah.
I mean, these points, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But
this
Hillcrest,
is an important PAT.
Yeah.
Yes. Makes it a 2-score ball game.
Ryan Borgman is good.
And Borgman is nails, like you said, Sean. You know, missed that field goal last year in the championship game.
Tell you,
back, and it's been awesome this year.
I'll tell you this. Coach Mossholder told me not to say this, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
He thinks Rylan Borgman is the best kicker in the state.
Why would you not want to say that?
I was just trying to lead in there a little bit. But yeah, he said he's kind of secretly one of the best kickers in the state, and he's been nothing but touchbacks and extra points solid all game. And let's remember how this happened, right? Skyline tries an onside kick. It's not good. It only goes Paul Kingsbury 2 yards, and Hillcrest takes over with great field position, drives down, and Sweetwood punches it in for a 1-yard quarterback touchdown. And 8:40 in the third quarter.
Another shout out to Borgman, dude. He's only a junior, but also the guy's 6'4". Imagine playing soccer against a 6'4", 195 kid. That is tall for a soccer player, right?
Headers.
And he's only a junior, so and we've talked from the three. I mean, even in 8-man, but especially as you get higher up, those special teams plays are crucial.
So Borgman's going to kick off here for Hillcrest. And it's going to be another touchback. Yep. That one was a little closer. I had to hold on there.
Well, and a lot of times special teams, they want to challenge, right, the kickoff return team and force them to run the ball out and pin them even deeper. So you wonder if that one they were trying to do that, but it got a little bit too much leg on that one.
That's Trey Kirkham, number 1 of Skyline, catches that. He's a dangerous returner. They've got a couple returners back there for Skyline that can make big plays, but Skyline will take over 1st and 10 on the 20.
And we said it, after that PAT was good. That was a crucial PAT because it makes it a 2-score game.
It does.
So Garcia's going to come out in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right side. Skyline's last drive was a 97-yard drive for their only score of the game, 17-8. Garcia's going to take it himself. He's going to be hit immediately. 3 or 4 Hillcrest defenders on that tackle.
Well, they gave him a yard on that.
Wow. It's Dax Sargent, 32, middle linebacker for Hillcrest. He's been active running the ball and on the linebacker side, defensive.
I really think he was stopped right at the 20-yard line.
Well, he was stretching the ball out, right? He was.
No, he had it. He had it in his chest.
No, I know what I saw, Paul.
Okay.
That ball was stretched all the way out to the 50-yard line.
You and Gary Carlson had a better view than I did.
That's right.
2 and 9 on the 21, 7:56. Garcia in the shotgun, Crockett in motion. He's going to look at Crockett. He's going to roll to the other side. It's a screen play. Liam Lynch makes one man miss, and he's going to get the first down and more. Nice moves by Liam Lynch on the flat. Good play design, faking it to Crockett. Hillcrest bit just enough.
And that play, it wasn't totally a screen play like they've been doing, the throw to the flat and then you take off with a guy in front of you, with blockers in front of you.
Right.
That time the blockers were closer, and it was more of a screen play, but it was more shallow than going all the way to the outside.
And the blocker was there, and he broke that tackle. He broke the tackle to get that first down.
So 1st and 10 from the 35, 7:23 to go in the third quarter. Skyline, Hillcrest Knights, Garcia in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left side. Garcia's going to run himself, and he's tackled immediately in the backfield.
Yeah, big number 61 for Hillcrest came in and just grabbed that right shoe.
Brody Stepp, he's a big fella, 6'3", 260, moved very quickly.
Now, did he throw the shoe?
No, he did not. I don't think so. But I don't know. You've got a better view than I do. So, yeah.
Who's wearing the glasses here, Paul?
Both teams have quarterbacks that break tackles, but both teams tonight are eliminating those break tackles. They are keying in on both quarterbacks. 2nd and 10 on the 34. 6:30 to go here, third quarter. Garcia looks to his left. He's in trouble. He's going to roll to his left. He's still looking. He's going to get the ball out. Almost intercepted. There's going to be a flag. A pass was intended to Kirkham. we'll see.
Yeah, the flag is way deep in the secondary, around where Zion Crockett was actually.
He was way past the line of scrimmage when he threw that.
So Garcia had ran too far past that line of scrimmage. Might be the call, but the flag came out in the secondary. And it's a sideline warning, so none of us were really correct.
But they got the sideline warning, and then because the ball went out of bounds, and I'm watching the official on the side with his hands up in the air waiting, and all of a sudden the ball came out and whacked
almost
in the
took
face,
out his
and
nose.
he's like looking like, hey, what was that for? Well, you're going to call a sideline warning. Here you go.
Well, 6:10 in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 10 on the 34.
I know we keep saying this, guys, but I think this is another big third down for Skyline.
Garcia in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, left side, 1 on the right side. Trying to get Hillcrest to bite. Garcia's going to drop back, in trouble. He's going to throw up the middle to no one was home. Kirkham, I think, was the intended receiver, but some miscommunication on the Grizzlies' part, and they're going to have to punt here with 6:15 to go in the third quarter.
And Kirkham was bumped off his line. Great defense by the DBs and linebackers. And they also brought pressure.
And he stopped. It was number 61 again who got that sack before. He was running at him, and he stopped. And then Garcia threw the ball, and then he went and gave him a high five. But I was waiting for him to just lay the lick, and he held back.
I wonder if he thought the ball had already been thrown. He didn't want to get flagged for the late hit.
Crockett to punt. It's a good one. It's a fair catch call around the 30, and he's going to catch it. Fair catch falling backwards. And on the fair catch is Cannon Davis. And the Hillcrest fans don't want it. They don't like it. They want a flag on that, but I think that was.
Well, Taylor hit him so hard his helmet came off. And then a Hillcrest teammate came running over and said, just go to the side.
Yep.
Pretend it didn't happen. You're good.
That's that composure piece.
And that's what Paul was talking about before this third quarter started. Who's going to keep their composure? And yeah, you could say Taylor was a little bit too much, but maybe you could all say, hey, it was a hard block, but it was a fair block. Go to your sideline, despite what the fans on the Hillcrest side maybe expressing.
Right.
So 1st and 10 from the 31. Hillcrest will take over. They're ahead 17-8, 6:07 to go in the third quarter. 5A state championship. It's going to be a handoff, left side, and that's Titan Larson on the carry there. And there hasn't been much room. The Skyline defensive line has not given up much.
And those linebackers are cheating up front, forcing Sweetwood to go to the corners, go to the flats. And yeah, like you said, Sean, not much going up the middle because of that.
They're going to give him 1 yard on the carry. So it'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 32, 5:36. This game has, guys, it's felt like it's just blown by.
Yeah.
The pace, the flow has been great. Both teams competing for the state championship now at the 5A level. Sweetwood in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. He's going to look the other side to the single coverage. He's going to get him. That's Jace Judy.
Yeah, we haven't called Jace Judy's number.
More on defense.
This game, right?
More on defense.
More on defense than offense.
I think he's more known as kind of the go-to wide receiver.
But they took a little page out of Skyline's book, Paul, going to the outside, that quick out route, but enough for like 8 yards. So maybe not quick, but a soft out route effective, yeah.
3rd and 2 now for Hillcrest on the 39, 5:16, third quarter. Sweetwood's going to line up under center this time. He's directing traffic. They might be changing the play at the line. Sweetwood. He's going to hand off to the and that's going to be a first down, and that's Zach Sargent. And that was a great run up the middle for Hillcrest. A little change of direction, kind of a power run formation.
And there was a little bit of Sargent tripped over one of the Skyline players. Hillcrest fans wanted a flag, but it really was totally incidental.
So whatever Sweetwood saw, it looked like he called the audible, and it worked. That's a great field general right there.
A great I formation play.
Sweetwood did get into some time into the championship game last year. He's going to hand off to Sargent. left side, maybe a yard. But in talking to Mossholder about Sweetwood, was kind of overlooked because Peyton King was back there last year for Hillcrest. He was the player of the year. But Sweetwood got some time in, got into that championship game. He's really done a great job of leading this team.
Sweetwood, like you say, Sean, the field general for this Hillcrest offense.
He's a junior, and he didn't have, sometimes big name quarterbacks play when they're a sophomore in these higher classifications, and he's coming in as a junior, and he's leading like a senior. Sweetwood in the shotgun. Short pass, little screen sweep. That's going to go out of bounds. And that's Mason Davis on the catch again. And Mason Davis has been the favorite target right now tonight. He has, made it easy for his quarterback to throw it to him. He's also caught a touchdown. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 from the 43 with 3:55. How about that alliteration?
And as they're on the 43-yard line, this is 4-down territory, no doubt. You're up 9. If you can convert this 4th down to keep this drive going, could be the nail in the coffin for this Hillcrest team.
Well, let's see, 3rd down, 3 to go. Sweetwood's going to rifle it down the middle. That's going to be enough for a 1st down, and that's a cannon. And that's to 15, Cannon Davis. It's going to be enough for a 1st down, and a great play. And that was the cannon of Sweetwood on that play, just quick up the middle.
And number 22, Gage Searle, was right there, right on him. But yeah, great throw, lasered it in, and Gage Searle couldn't get there quickly enough. So 1st and 10 for Hillcrest as they continue the march.
1st and 10 on the 37, 3:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sweetwood directing traffic again. It's going to hand off to Titan Larson for a couple. And Hillcrest is kind of settled in here in the second half, where they're willing to kind of do a couple 1-yard runs and then look for a shot.
When they started this drive, it was about the 30-yard line, 35-yard line. And so good sustained drive by Hillcrest as they milk the clock and they control the clock.
2:50 to go. 2nd and 9. Hillcrest on the 36-yard line here. Sweetwood in shotgun. He's going to look to his right. He's got a receiver. They're handsy. And coming back to catch it, and he does, I believe. That's Mason Sanders, number 2, comes back over the Skyline defender to catch it. Sanders taking a page out of Zion Crackett's book on a big catch.
And Will Jensen was there on the coverage, a lot, like you said, handsy, a lot of hand contact, hand fighting. I don't know if you call the pass interference if the ball is missed, because it was a lot of back and forth, 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
Will Jensen was right there, but a better catch by Mason Saunders.
So it's 1st and goal on the 4-yard line at 2:05 and ticking. Hillcrest, everything working right now. Sweetwood's going to roll to his right. He doesn't have a receiver, and he's going to throw it, I guess. We'll see. And they're going to say it's incomplete, and he might have been down before he shot it underarmed roll, old school outside in the elementary school kind of throw.
Yeah. And, I mean, good heads-up play to get that ball out of his hands before taking the sack. This junior playing like a junior in college, man.
So no loss there. Call an incomplete pass. 2nd and 4 on the 4. 156. Sweetwood under center. It's going to hand off to Sargent. Sargent's going nowhere. Every Skyline defender on the line there in on the tackle. And you saw this happen on one drive before for Hillcrest. They got down pretty close, had a penalty, got sacked, had to kick a field goal. They'd love to have a touchdown here.
Yeah, that was Ben Southwick and 4 of his closest friends, literally 4 of his closest friends on that tackle. Nice job. And he ran into Ben Southwick's blocker. And Ben Southwick was able to engage both the blocker and the running back on that tackle and allow time for the rest of his players to come and help.
It's going to be a loss on the play of 1 yard, so it's 3rd and goal in the 5, 113. Sweetwood in the shotgun, man in motion. And he's going to take it himself, and Sweetwood, touchdown, 5 yard. Hillcrest is going to go ahead here. Sweetwood said, enough with this, everyone else running it, give me the ball.
I gave you guys a chance. I'm going to have to finish this.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I'm joking, but it's kind of what it feels like. Sweetwood taking control of the game. Hillcrest goes up 23-8 with 1:04. Extra point coming. Borgman. It's good. It would have been good from way farther out. He's a great kicker. 24-8, 1:04. Hillcrest forces Skyline to punt and has a nice drive and leads 24-8.
Lava Hot Springs in East Idaho is your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose. Just 11 miles off I-15, their world-famous hot springs are open now from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. The all-natural geothermal hot springs are always a warm 102 to 112 degrees, so you can come and soak your worries away. Their indoor aquatic center with Kiddie Cove is now open Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 8 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5 p.m., with special weekday hours. Visit LavaHotSprings.com for more information and calendar of hours. You know, that run, Sean, I got to say, that left side of that line did such a good job blocking. They brought an extra blocker, a fullback tight end on that left side, and Sweetwood still had to fight for those yards, but great blocking. He owes those guys a Slurpee after this game.
Hillcrest is going to kick off, and remember, fellas, Skyline beat Hillcrest earlier in the year, 28-16. The script is flipped here. We've seen it already once tonight, right? West Side takes down Declo, 27-6.
Declo had beat West Side.
And West Side
earlier.
had lost to Declo, 0-6. We got a good one brewing up here with 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Skyline's going to take over, and what you feel like is they must score here, or they've got to at least get down where Hillcrest can't do anything. But you get the feeling Skyline's got to answer here before it's too late. Skyline, 1st and 10 on their 20, 1:04. Garcia and company gonna take over here, just 2 receivers. Garcia in the shotgun. He's gonna look to Crockett on the left side. He's gonna take a shot to Crockett. Crockett's there, but it's intercepted by Hillcrest on the first play. It's Maddox Scoville?
I think Mason Davis.
Or is it Mason Davis?
Yeah, number 19,
Mason Davis. Holy, Mason Davis caught one for a touchdown and intercepts it.
Or I think it was Davis. It might have been 18.
Well, 18's Sweetwood.
I saw
Okay.
19. Mason Davis. He's the junior cornerback.
There's 2 19s on the roster.
Okay.
So
yeah,
Mason
that
Davis.
was Mason Davis, the junior
stud.
cornerback. Double coverage. Carmine Garcia throws in double coverage, and it was overthrown. Zion Crockett had no chance on that one. He tried to play DB there as the ball was going into Mason Davis's hands. Davis still made a good play on the ball, but really no chance for Crockett.
So 2 interceptions for Garcia. Hillcrest will take over on the 39-yard line. Sweetwood's going to run it himself. He had 1 block. He'll get some yards.
Ball's on the ground.
And it looks like the ball's out. And Skyline recovers it. So 2 turnovers on 2 plays. So Skyline wanted the ball down there with a pass. They get it with the fumble. Sweetwood fumbles.
Yeah, good call, Sean. Sorry for yelling out fumble, but that ball was on the ground. And it seemed like no one except for one Skyline player saw that. He jumps on the ball. And like you said, Sean, they wanted the long play. They got it out of an interception and then a fumble by Hillcrest.
Yeah, they got it back, right? They got the yards they wanted. It just took an extra step they weren't expecting.
They just needed 1 more play. So two turnovers. Skyline gets the ball after the Hillcrest touchdown, throws an interception on the first play. Hillcrest, their first play. Sweetwood fumbles it. Now Skyline takes over. 51 seconds, like 8 seconds have went by in this time. Garcia, shotgun. He's got Crockett. Crockett jumps out of the building to catch it, and he's going to get a first down and more, but Zion Crockett left. He might have went into the atmosphere to catch that ball.
It went in the atmosphere and then ballerinaed his way from a tackler who would have lit him up, Paul.
Yeah, that was a very quick pirouette. He just spun on that left foot, pivoted, and got himself free for the first down, a little bit more. That's quick.
That's got to be on his highlight reel, on his huddle highlight reel, right?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but it's 1st and 10 on the 32. I'm just joking. Some good moves. Garcia back to Crockett, left side. Crockett makes one man miss. About 8 yards there. I was just joking. I got what you're saying.
Yeah, I knew you did.
I just wanted to keep you guys in line.
Act all tough.
This
Don't
crew
know what a pirouette
here,
is.
Yeah. I'll be looking for years later.
Kai Simpson was in on that tackle, but he felt like he should have gotten there sooner, but he was getting held, and he wanted something from, he was talking to the officials, and now we have a flag on Hillcrest.
So the time was ticking. There's just 12 seconds on the board. And now it's now a sideline Hillcrest warning. No, I think the first one was on Skyline.
No, it was.
That was both on Hillcrest, yeah.
So that's going to bring the ball, and Skyline fans are very excited.
Well, it was number 11, Kai Simpson. He was calling for the hold, and I think his coaches were trying to advocate for him, but got a little bit too heated, I guess, on the Hillcrest sideline. I guess, again, we can't really see the Hillcrest sideline. We can only see the Skyline sideline
And
from
the
where we're
clock
sitting.
started running. They're going to have to reset the clock here. So it's down to 6 seconds. There's 12 while they were giving the play. I'm not sure when the flag came out because the clock was rolling. I imagine that's what they're doing right now, is saying we got to put a few more seconds back on the clock.
Yeah.
It's third quarter. The third quarter may end.
If it's taking this long, that means they're not sure how much time was on.
It was 12.
It was 12.
But it was rolling when the flag went. I don't know if they even started the play before that. You know what I mean? So that's probably why they don't know what time.
Andy Griffith show, Paul.
It is. It is.
Paul tested me on that a week ago.
Darn right.
And I knew the characters, but I couldn't name the show.
You did.
And the last time the officials had a discussion, we had the Jeopardy music, which I do know. And we'll get a call here. But big turn of events here, right? Hillcrest comes up with the interception. And now the clock's running down all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the third quarter.
And very interesting turn of events.
I think that's the equivalent of officials in basketball getting together, not knowing, and just calling a jump ball.
Yep.
Let's just run these six seconds off, and let's start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, neither team, Skyline or Hillcrest, really knew what happened. They started the clock and it ran, so we'll head to the fourth quarter.
Levitt Select is locally operated with locations in Rexburg, Rigby, Idaho Falls, Twin Falls, and Boise. Levitt's mission is to help our community by providing policies personalized to each consumer's needs. The community they work and live in is their #1 priority. As such, they offer a wide range of insurance products and companies able to take care of their community's assets. Levitt Select in Idaho Falls wants to be your insurance professionals. Please call them today at 208-522-2582. Levitt Select Insurance, here for all your insurance needs.
As both hands go up in the air and show the number 4 because it's the start of the fourth quarter of this 5A state championship game. Hillcrest ahead, 24-8. Skyline recovers a fumble after a Hillcrest interception to get the ball back. And now a sideline penalty has pushed Skyline a little closer. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 19 after all of that.
And Paul mentioned composure, and Hillcrest, kind of lost a little bit there and allowed Skyline to march 10 free yards. Now they're inside the red zone.
They'll take all the free yards they can get at this point.
Yep. A score here makes it very interesting as Garcia lines up under center. He's going to pitch it back to Crockett. Crockett's met in the backfield. He's going to escape that man, make 2 more miss, and get yards, which he should have been tackled in the backfield.
Crockett showing more athleticism. I believe that was a double pass, guys. I think he was looking to pass downfield, but no one was there. Should have been tackled in the backfield. But man, his athleticism makes the guy miss and is able to get some positive yards.
And I'm going to give a second take option on that.
I
think he was faking that throw to make the defense back off a little bit. As he's running to this side, he was still behind the line of scrimmage. And so he kind of made honest men out of him. Yeah, so he's just kind of pump faking, and he ended up getting the yards out of it.
6 yards. So it's 2nd and 4 from the 13, 11-12 left in this 5A state championship. Kirkham in motion. Garcia's going to roll to his left. He's pursued. He's going to take a shot. It's not going to go anywhere. And it's intercepted again, but there's going to be a penalty flag. Yep. So hold on, everyone.
Yeah, that was right in front of the official in that back left corner of the end zone, and he was just mauled. There was no way.
And it was incidental, I thought, from Hillcrest. They didn't see where the ball was, but the receiver was trying to go to the ball. Whether it's incidental or not, you're still holding, right? You're still
exactly.
It's still a PI, and the Skyline player was trying to get to that ball because it was a bit underthrown, and so that's an easy pass interference call against Hillcrest.
The Hillcrest DB never turned around. It was an easy call. So that pass interference is going to bring the ball half the distance to the goal, which is the 6-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 6 for Skyline. All the bricks falling in the right place right now for Skyline with 10:57 to go in the 4th quarter. And Skyline gets a score here and maybe another 2-point conversion. We've got a ball game, folks.
Yeah.
Garcia in the shotgun. Lynch on his hip. Crockett in motion, going to fake it to Crockett. And Garcia is in a world of trouble, and he's just going to toss it, and it's going to be a smart move because he barely got out of that passing box.
Yep.
And saved those yardage because 4 or 5 Hillcrest Knights were jousting for that sack.
And again, another coverage. It wasn't a sack, but a coverage incompletion. No one was open in the end zone. When we get into this red zone areas, the field gets smaller and it's harder to get those plays off. And so nice job by the Hillcrest defense to get in the backfield quickly, get that pressure, but maybe a better job by Carmine Garcia to throw that ball away before becoming a sack, which you can't take when it's 2nd and the goal on the 6.
So 6 and goal from the 6, or 2nd and 6 from the 6. 10:49 in the ball game. Garcia in the shotgun, 5 wide receivers, no one there back with him. He's going to look left. He's going to throw the middle, and it is picked off this time. And the Hillcrest Knights are going to take this one maybe all the way back. 40, 30, 20. No one's going to catch him. 10, and they do though. He ran out of gas. He's intercepted in the goal.
Boy, that was on the goal line. And he takes it back. They're going to say at the 6, but I swear I saw a couple blocks in the back on the way down there.
Yeah.
94-yard interception return. And a touchdown-saving tackle there. Pushed him out of bounds. That dude ran so far to push him out of bounds.
Yes.
I think I couldn't tell if it was Liam Lynch who was able to catch up, or if it was number 6, I thought. But anyways, they pushed him out of
3 turnovers,
bounds.
right?
It makes sense if it was Lynch. The
yeah.
dude's fast.
Yeah.
Skyline throws an interception. Hillcrest fumbles. Skyline marches down the field. They get a penalty. They're 1st and goal on the 6. Skyline throws an interception. Hillcrest brings it all the way back to the other 6. It's 1st and 6, 10:32. Sweetwood under center. He's going to hand off. Left side, touchdown. Knights. And that's Dax Sargent on that 6-run carry.
just too easy to that left side. That's that same left side where Sweetwood scored on the east side, guys. This time, Dax Sargent uses that same left side, gets it almost untouched for the touchdown.
And Hillcrest will go for an extra point. They're just going to go for one. It's a smart move here as they're up 30-8.
Skyline needed that touchdown so badly.
I mean, they were still down 2 scores, right?
Yep.
If they score the touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, still a 2-point ball game, but now not so much.
It's going to bring that score to 31-8. There's only 10 minutes, 28 seconds left in this ball game, this 5A state championship. Knights ahead, 31-8.
A little surprised that Brett Taylor, guys, on that, what was it, 2nd and goal, 3rd and 5, 2nd and, I think 2nd, 6, 3rd and 6. Anyway, instead of throwing the ball, why not get the ball to, why not try to Liam Lynch right to the side, get a couple blocks, bring some beef, and power left, power right. But it was 2 straight throws that went really nowhere. Grand Peaks Community Health Center in Idaho Falls and Ammon is proud to support our local athletes and keep them healthy on their road to the state titles. Grand Peaks has been serving the Upper Valley and St. Anthony and Rexburg for many years and is excited to now serve Idaho Falls. They provide affordable medical, dental, behavioral health, and pharmacy services for the entire family. Visit grandpeaks.org online for a full list of services. That's Grand Peaks Community Health Center, new to Idaho Falls.
Set to kick for Hillcrest is number 17, Ryan Borkman.
Hillcrest making sure that a repeat doesn't happen like happened in the regular season.
And so on that interception was number 0, Ryan Meekum of Hillcrest. That's his second one, boys, of the game. Borgman kicks it back for a touchback, but that's 2 interceptions for Ryan Meekum of Hillcrest. And really, he started off the game with interception and ended the game with interception. That's big-time plays.
Yep. Bookend the game, not bad. Making his play for the IdahoSports.com player of the game with that.
I would say so. I mean, Sweetwood would be up there until he fumbled the ball, but 2 interceptions in a championship game, both leading to 2 touchdowns, being up 31-8. 2 of those touchdowns are basically because of your work. Not hard. Garcia, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's going to hand off to Crockett. Crockett left side. He doesn't go down, but he'll go out of bounds.
And on the interception, guys, Ryan Meekum, he's that middle linebacker. He was kind of staying in the middle in that soft zone, watching the quarterback's eyes. He knew exactly where Carmine Garcia was throwing that ball, moved over to that left side, far side from where we're sitting, and picked up that pass. Honestly, it was almost telegraphed to Ryan Meekum, but that makes it sound like he didn't work hard. He watched those eyes the whole way, spied where he was going to be, and got to that spot to get that pick.
2nd and 4. The pass is out on the right side.
DeMont.
And that's to Kirkham. Oh, DeMont?
Number 11.
Number 11. Well,
Mr.
DeMont is 1. So that's a first down for Skyline. 1st and 10 on the 34. 9:48 to go in the game. Garcia in shotgun. 5 wide receivers. Crockett in motion. Gonna fake it to Crockett. They're gonna take a shot down the field, and too much. And just overthrew his receiver there was Garcia. Had him.
Number 80.
Yeah.
And that's John Garcia.
Yeah, trying to get John open. He had single coverage. The 5'8" junior. He has some speed too, but that ball was overthrown. Another overthrown ball from Garcia.
2nd and 10 from the 33. 9:41. 4th quarter. Garcia setting up the screen. This time he's going to hit DeMont, and it's going to be close to a first down.
And DeMont was someone they used quite a bit last week, and this week, his name hasn't been called too often until these last 2 plays.
Yeah. So they do get the first down. 1st and 10 from the 44. 9:25 and ticking in the 4th quarter. Garcia, empty backfield. He's going to take a shot to Crockett. Crockett is there, and he catches it. Are you kidding me? Zion Crockett all the way past the 15-yard line. Crockett, 2 huge catches this game, and that one even more unbelievable.
Carmine Garcia stays in the pocket long enough to hit Crockett. Landon Murphy was right in his face, and Garcia took a lick from Landon Murphy.
Skyline has to move the ball quickly, and we're going to have a whistle. I don't see a flag.
A timeout.
He was talking to number 11. I think 11 needed a sub off. DeMott needed a sub off for something.
He's probably gassed. He's probably a little tired.
So an injury timeout, if you will, by the officials.
DeMott goes off, so we'll reset here. 9:09 and counting in this ball game. 1st and 10 on the 17. Skyline knocking on the door here. They're down 8-31. Garcia rolls to his left. He's going to throw to his left. He's got a receiver, and it's going to be knocked out of the hands. What defensive play by Carter Holden.
Yeah, number 5, Carter Holden, does a great job in coverage.
Hands in there.
Yeah, that was almost caught by Trey Kirkham. Really close, and Holden got that ball out of the way as Kirkham had it in his hands.
Hillcrest, up 31-8, still doing the little things.
And excuse me, that was actually Hughes on the defense. So nice job by the DB Hughes.
Yeah, he was the one that almost caught the football. He was the receiver on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, Boston Hughes.
2nd and 10 on the 17, 8:53. Handoff. And he takes it himself. That's Garcia. A couple yards there. Jace Judy. More on the defensive side tonight, right? More Jace Judy. Miles Davis kind of more on the passing for Hillcrest, but Jace Judy doing a good job.
Miles Davis?
Mason Davis, sorry.
Yeah, I like
Miles Davis.
He's like the fourth string running back for BYU and a great jazz musician.
Paul is waiting the whole game to catch me in a mistake.
There it was, and it was a great one.
3rd and 7 from the 14, 8-12. Garcia rolls to his left. He's going to throw. Crockett can't bring this one down. The Hillcrest defense is doing everything right now. Just such...
Boy, Sweetwood just popped him.
Yeah, just such physicality from the secondary of Hillcrest right now. Just not making anything easy for Skyline.
Love that play from Tyson Sweetwood. Was spying Crockett the entire way. 4th and 7. This is the ball game.
4th and 7 from the 14. 8:06 to go in this 5A state championship. Garcia alone in the shotgun. 5 wide receivers. It's getting loud in here. Skyline trying to throw him off sides. They're not going to get it. Garcia has time. He's going to roll right, though, under pressure. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and I believe incomplete. No one came down with it.
Yeah, that ball was intended
closely intercepted.
Yeah.
For Zion Crockett, but great coverage. The ball was a little bit underthrown. Kind of came off a little bit wobbly there. It wasn't a dead duck, but it was definitely a duck.
Yeah.
As it came out of his hands. I wonder if Carmine Garcia, his throws haven't been as crisp in this 4th quarter. He's been under duress almost the entire game. He's been hit hard. He's taken licks, staying in the pocket. I wonder if he might be a little bit hurt as that throw wasn't as crisp as his throws usually are.
Well, it's hard to throw a crisp pass when you're being chased down by 2 or 3 big linemen or linebackers like he has been all night. He really hasn't been able to get comfortable in the pocket because the pocket's not there. He takes that 3-step drop and he's already being hassled.
Yeah, Hillcrest defense has been phenomenal all night. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Going to eat some clock away is Hillcrest. And, this is a Skyline team that over the last 4 games has averaged 40 points. So Hillcrest defense has shown up tonight, holding the Skyline Grizzly team to 8 points so far. 7:32 to go in the 4th quarter. I mean, the Hillcrest defense is saying, hey, wait a minute. Player of the game?
Yeah, right.
We're doing some work here. Second and 8. Heavy set run formation for Hillcrest. Gonna pitch it back. Nowhere to go. Gonna get a couple of yards. It's Titan Larson on the carry there.
And also the difference, Hillcrest offense has taken advantage of field position, but the defense has given them that field position, right, guys? And Skyline's defense hasn't really given them that field position that Hillcrest offense has had. So credit to the Hillcrest defense for setting up the Hillcrest offense for short fields and to capitalize. And Skyline just hasn't been able to do that for the most part on defense. Hasn't been able to give their offense those chances.
So it's 3rd and 6 on the 18. 6:30 and ticking. Sweetwood in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right side. He's going to run it himself as Sweetwood makes one man miss, and it's going to be a first down.
Yeah.
Nice run there by Sweetwood. It wasn't easy. It's going to move the sticks, and the clock will continue to roll. So 1st and 10 on the 25 for the Knights. 6:10 left in this 5A state championship game.
And Hillcrest happily going to run this ball as they continue to get positive yards. Tiring this Skyline defense.
Sweetwood is going to go under center. 1st and 10 and 25. He's going to let every bit of that clock run. Hand off. Breaks one tackle, but going to be met immediately at the line of scrimmage, and that's Titan Larson on the run. Or Dax Sargent.
Shout out to Jake Benson on the defensive line. 6'4", 200-pound senior. Been playing awesome all night on that right side. Did a great job there. Pancake blocking his defensive lineman. Did I say DL? I meant offensive line. Jake Benson pancaking the defensive lineman across from him.
We know what you meant.
2nd and 9 on the 26. 5:10 left in the game. You would imagine Hillcrest is very, confident in just running the ball 3 or 4 times. It's going to be a delayed handoff. This time it is Titan Larson, and he's going to get 4 or 5 there. We do have a flag. Let's see what this is. Face mask on Skyline.
Just a 5-yard variety.
Just the 5-yard, but it's going to be enough for a first down. I'll move the ball for Hillcrest up to the 37-yard line. 4:50 left in this 5A state championship game. Knights, first down. Sweetwood again, just going to line up in that under center position. He's just standing, watching the clock, right? He's letting the clock roll down. And when it gets to a point, he's going to hit that center, ready to go. Handoff. Left side, still get some yards, and that's Titan Larson. Corbin Lancaster getting some stops here for Skyline on the defensive side. 4 minutes left in the state championship game.
There's already some fans heading to the parking lot.
Yeah.
And the Skyline coaching staff, I think this is of interest. They haven't called timeouts. I think they understand it's 31-8. Let's let this clock roll. Hillcrest ball game. They played a better game. No chance for us to come back.
Sweetwood under center. Yeah, turnovers. Really, the interceptions caught up. Skyline had that chance to score late. Would have made it a much closer ball game.
2 chances, yeah.
Yeah, and now Hillcrest, Sweetwood is going to try to get to a first down on his own. He'll get 3 yards. It'll be just short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3:15 to go. Time going. But just overall, really a defensive plan by Hillcrest really worked. Kept keeping, like I said, keeping Skyline under, double digits, maybe for the first time all year.
Yeah, just a masterclass by Mossholder and his staff on defense.
Sweetwood will line under center again. He's going to hand this off, and it'll probably be enough for a first down the way it's been going.
Yeah.
Titan Larson.
Hillcrest was able to do something that most teams haven't been able to do all year long, maybe except for Madison against the Skyline team. Hillcrest could get pressure, but also were able to cover in the secondary. The receivers were barely open, right? Except for those few soft coverages that we saw late in the second quarter when Skyline scored their only touchdown. But Hillcrest buckled down. Coverage in the secondary, but we're still able to get pressure on Carmine Garcia almost every play. That is impressive defense by this Hillcrest ball club.
And I mean, if Skyline doesn't have Zion Crockett, I don't know how many big passes they even have, because all the big plays, Zion Crockett, an incredible catches. Handoff. It's going to bounce outside. This time it's Titan Larson, and he's going to just slide past the 40 for a first down. He thought about it for just a little bit, and Titan Larson is a senior. Smart move, I think, just sliding down, let the clock roll.
Yeah, that was an unselfish play. The senior, being wise beyond his years, slides, lets the clock continue to roll. Titan Larson, what a great season, what a great career for that young fella.
With 1:39, Hillcrest is going to just probably run a few more plays here. We're going to hand off again. A couple more yards for Titan Larson as he's going to finish his football career a state champion. That's a good way to finish. Now Skyline's going to take a timeout.
I think Skyline will probably bring in some seniors that don't get a lot of time. I like the timeout now with 1:20 to play. As the Hillcrest fans are on their feet, players raising their arms, coaching staff raising their arms, hugging, embracing. After last year's brutal finish where Bishop Kelly took the victory, took the championship, Hillcrest on top.
Yeah, 31-8, 1:20, timeout.
If they take 3 delay of games, they don't even have to kneel the ball. 3 delay of games is done.
Just start that celebration early, right?
Yeah.
Sweetwood, Titan Larson still out there.
And this has got to feel so good for a Hillcrest team that was, I'm sure, consistently hearing how good Skyline is and how good their offense is and how great their linebacker. We were praising Skyline's defense, and Hillcrest just ran a clinic on offense and defense.
It's going to be a quick handoff here up the middle. 1:15. Titan Larson. It's probably going to be a lot of Titan Larson or Sweetwood to Titan Larson for this last minute here. Well, not a lot, like two or three plays. 57 seconds to go.
And you see it from the embraces, the reactions of these players. Sometimes you don't see that with certain teams because they're so used to winning.
Right.
This Hillcrest team, you see it and what they're doing, how excited, how passionate they are for this championship.
Hillcrest in the victory formation. And they're going to take a knee. 30 seconds.
That's it.
And that's going to be it. Hillcrest is your 5A state championship, state champions. The redemption tour is there. They barely lost last year. This year they take on their district opponent in Skyline and win 31-8. Hillcrest, the 5A champions. It's IdahoSports.com. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the player of the game and all that sports action.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
Welcome back to IdahoSports.com's coverage of the 5A state championship as Hillcrest Knights rise to the top as they defeat Skyline Grizzlies 31-8 in what was a battle of two Titans here tonight. A lot of defense, a lot of great plays, highlighting both teams with big catches, but it was all Hillcrest really, and it was all Hillcrest's defense. And Sweetwood at quarterback did a phenomenal job. Hats off to Skyline. They played an incredible season to get here. Just too many turnovers, Joel, for Skyline.
Yeah, two picks. I think we had a fumble in there committed by Skyline, and Hillcrest was able to score on if not both.
Yeah, both interceptions.
Turnovers.
The first one and the first drive of the game, Skyline's picked off and Hillcrest scores off that, and then another one late in the game, which makes a big difference, extends that lead. But really all that's left to do is to give out that player of the game, and there's a lot of Hillcrest players that really stepped up, the defense, everyone. Who are we going to so today's player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field or on the road. Be in the moment, free from distractions. Who are we going with, Joel?
We're going to go with Hillcrest's Ryan Meekum. The dude had two interceptions in this game, crucial interceptions. The first one was in the first few minutes, Sean, first 30 seconds maybe, as he picked off Carmine Garcia when, as they were moving the ball, gave his Hillcrest team great field position to score. And the second interception almost went for a pick six, again, giving Hillcrest great field position to score another touchdown. And that was a huge difference as Ryan Meekum got those two picks, which turned into points. Congratulations to Ryan Meekum, our IdahoSports.com player of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety.
Yeah, and as Joel's given that great synopsis, Hillcrest takes that banner, that blue trophy is going to go back up to Idaho Falls with them tonight, and they have a beautiful renovated field out there. But congratulations again as Hillcrest wins 31-8. This has been an IdahoSports.com's GameStreams production of the 2024 Idaho High School State Championships, brought to you by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, Ideal Idaho's College Saving Program, Valley-Wide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, Dip Fusion Helmet Reconditioning, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. This has also been brought to you by
it's been brought
some power boosters as well. You have Levitt Select, Grand Peaks Community Health Center, Con Heating and Air Conditioning, Flying S-Title Escrow, Lava Hot Springs, all the great people at MVP Rentals as well. Thank you so much. Special thanks to George Casper and his crew here at the ICCU Dome, and everyone for their hospitality and helping us getting this broadcast to you. Congratulations again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, Ryan Meekum. Again, thanks for joining us as Hillcrest defeats Skyline 31-8. For my broadcast partner, Joel Richardson and Paul Kingsbury, I'm Sean Kane. Good night.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com GameStreams. This broadcast is copyrighted